As the child that lives in the 21st century, there is a lot of problems. A lot. One of those things being, why does everybody hate each other? I swear, man, everywhere I go, I see people hating on each other for no reason. It can range from ethnicity to nationality to sexual preference to maybe even looks and height. Like, come on, why are you hating on that person because you think they don't look good? Why does that matter? You don't even like the person. It's a random person you met on the street. So with that, I will be organizing this video in categories. And I'll be explaining and I'll be giving background on each hatred-filled category. I already said that already. Okay, but before we get into that, why does everybody just record and not like address the situation? I swear, everywhere I go, I just see like random scenarios of people recording quote-unquote freaks or something. Like, how about you deal with the situation, not just try to get clout?
Additionally, just to clarify, before the video starts, I'm not homophobic, nor am I transphobic, nor am I LGBTQ, ABCD, EFG, HDMI phobic, nor am I racist, nor am I anything along those categories. So please don't get mad at me.
Category 1. Racism. Okay, look, this is a topic I really want to talk about, not because I am racist, but because there's a lot of stuff to dig in about. And let's be real, man. Nobody's actually racist in the big 2025. Like, come on, man. It's all just fun and jokes and all that stuff. Look, I'm aware I'm very late on this subject. This happened like probably a week ago. After further research, this happened about 2 weeks ago. But I did know beforehand, like 3 days after it happened. And man, this is crazy. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? I'm gonna jump a kid because he's Indian? What did he do to deserve this? Oh, nah, because you know what? Indian kids aren't supposed to be paying attention in class, let alone get an education, let alone go to school. That's why we jumped in with the machete. Okay, see, there was 2 instances where this happened, and it both happened in Australia. So the first one happened was where I was talking about in the first half, where a kid got taken out of his car and jumped by a group of kids. He was a student, and this one happened. I don't know a lot about this one. I mean, I didn't know a lot about the last one either, but this happened a few weeks after that one happened, and it happened a week ago. And yeah, this guy got jumped with a machete, guys. And if y'all are willing to jump a guy with a machete just because he's brown, y'all might as well make y'all's own secret island where everybody's racist and anybody that tries entering and isn't part of that race gets shot down. And these 2 gentlemen were only 2 of many that were discriminated against, harmed, and sometimes in some instances some people even get killed just because of their race. Y'all tell me that isn't crazy. Also, this is a bit off topic, but as a Asian, a half white, half Asian, there's something I'd like to point out, and it is that some people in East Asia are pretty racist. And I feel a bit uncomfortable talking about this topic because a lot of people in, like, for example, Japan are very respectful and very polite. And look, y'all, as a military kid, alright? Like, I've lived in Europe, I've lived in America, I've also lived in Asia, I've also lived in East Asia, I've been to Korea, and I've lived in Japan for 3 years. And y'all are probably like, Eli, my guy, Asia, East Asia isn't the only place that is racist in this world. I know, but the reason that I bring this up is because I know a lot of my friends that are American. I'm American as well, but they have never been to Asia, and they say they want to visit there, and they're of different colors, and they would most likely get a lot of questionable questions, alright? And like I said, I still feel really uncomfortable talking about this because I know that most likely I'm pretty wrong, and yeah, don't stop yourself from visiting these countries. I mean, I've lived in Japan, like I said, and it's very beautiful there. Maybe a little bit overhyped, but still very beautiful. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm wrong, because most people over in East Asia are like very respectful, very polite, and don't think just because I said these things that I'm 100% correct. I mean, I might be correct in some instances, in some places, but like, you know what? Just forget about it. Anyways, racism is getting so bad that like Americans are hating on each other, like the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and Asians are hating on each other, and Europeans are hating on each other, and it's just a whole mess. And if that wasn't bad enough, to add to that, you have other races hating on other races while that is happening. So yeah, it's just even worse. And the thing is, different people are entitled to what they think is racism. Because the thing is, if you have a person like me that has barely experienced any racism at all, you can just go about your day making like racist joke with your friends. But if you have a much worse experience, and if you hear that, you might get a little mad and all that. And it's not only that, it's like if you were raised a certain way, then you'll also follow along the same lines, just like getting mad. And no, do not get me wrong, I was raised that racism is not something to joke about, but there's a difference between ethnic jokes and racism. You see, ethnic jokes is something that you can tell with your friends, like get a few laughs out and all that. And it could even be a childish way to express y'all's cultural differences in your culture and all that stuff. And while even under some occasions, if you have really, really close friends, y'all can tell pretty racist jokes, but if y'all are alright with that, that's alright, you know what I mean? However, if you're gonna go past the limit of just telling jokes with your friends and start telling jokes to random strangers, that can get them pretty upset. So you don't want to do that. And y'all, when I said that there was a lot of stuff to talk about with racism, I meant it, because I did not expect it to be around 5 minutes and 30 seconds. However, I'm gonna have to cut it short. There's a lot of stuff I would talk about, but I think I already got my point across, so moving on to the next subject. Subject 2, homophobia and more. Okay, this subject doesn't have nearly as much to talk about as racism, because it's kind of an underground topic. However, look how much stuff is on this flag. Y'all, I just can't. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, as a straight Christian male, I think you don't have to support these things, but you can respect them and leave them be, and we can all be one happy community, you know? Anyways, there's not really much I could talk about on the subject, besides saying don't force your stuff onto people, and yeah, don't be phobic. So with that, let's move on to the final subject of the video. Subject 3, sexism wars. Alright y'all, this is just like racism. There's a lot of stuff to dig in about. Boy, it's also dumb, stupid, and meaningless, just like racism. Anyways, this is a topic I really want to talk about, and that topic is the Biba Doobie incident. Okay, and for those who do not know, I'm gonna be giving 2 examples. This is gonna be the first example, and the second one, you know what, I'ma wait. For those who don't know who this person is, she's a female pop artist, and to say the least, she's the perfect example of somebody that cannot take a joke. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the video that caused all this BS.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
Can't remember how to say your name.
Like, yes, this is real. We are for real getting mad over a bunch of fan-made stuff now. And look, like the other situation, I know this happened like a year ago or like 5 months ago, but still I wanted to talk about it. Anyways, there isn't much to say besides she got rage baited and NBA Youngboy's a better singer. Anyways, y'all, this is the final thing I'm going to talk about. I can't take this shit no more, man. And it's always the people with the Sukuna profile picture that be doing this. Anyways, thank y'all for watching this video, but that's about it that I'm going to be talking about. Please tell me if I should make a part 2, because this video took me a long time to make.